Right now, inside your body, there is a war happening. You can't feel it, you can't see it, but every single day, your body is fighting off cancer cells, repairing broken DNA, and rebuilding damaged organs without you ever knowing. Here's the question doctors almost never ask. It's not, why do people get sick? It's, why don't we get sick more often? Kids run around covered in germs all day and rarely get cancer. Most healthy adults go years without a single serious illness, even though their bodies are making thousands of dangerous mistakes every single day. So, what's actually keeping us alive? The answer is five biological systems your body has been running since before you were born. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to switch them into overdrive using nothing but the food on your plate. Let's get into it. Let quote S start with an image that makes this whole idea click. Picture a fish tank. You've got fish you love, those are your healthy cells. But the tank also has algae creeping in, and if you let that algae take over, it will suffocate the fish. The trick isn't to drain the tank. The trick is to control exactly how much oxygen and nutrients flow in. Just enough to keep the fish thriving, but not enough to let the algae explode. That's essentially what your body does with blood vessels. Every cell, healthy or cancerous, needs a blood supply to survive and grow. But here's the twist: the blood vessels that feed healthy tissue are built like a house from a top tier contractor: strong frame, solid foundation, nothing loose. The blood vessels that a tumor builds to feed itself are thrown together fast and sloppy, like a contractor who cut every corner to save money. So when your body sends in a storm, meaning natural compounds that put stress on shaky blood vessels, the cheaply built vessels feeding the tumor collapse first. The well built vessels feeding your healthy organs barely notice. This process is called angiogenesis regulation, and it's one of the most exciting frontiers in both cancer medicine and everyday nutrition. And this isn't just theory used in hospitals with expensive drugs. Certain foods contain natural compounds that do almost the exact same job, quietly trimming back the blood supply that cancer cells depend on before they ever become a problem. So, which foods are doing this heavy lifting? Green tea is at the top of the list. It's packed with a polyphenol called EGCG, and lab studies have repeatedly shown it can slow the growth of the blood vessels that feed tumors. In fact, researchers testing pharmaceutical cancer drugs have found that green tea extract performs comparably to lab made compounds in these blood vessel tests, which says a lot about how powerful plant chemistry can be. Red wine, and more specifically the resveratrol in grape skins, works through a similar pathway, which is part of why moderate intake has been linked to certain health benefits in population studies. Then there's soy, which has a strange reputation problem. You've probably seen headlines claiming soy is somehow dangerous or an anti nutrient. Here's the real science: the plant compounds in soy, called phytoestrogens, are structurally different from human estrogen. Research has actually found that these compounds can block human estrogen receptors and have been associated with slower blood vessel growth in breast cancer studies, the opposite of the fear based headlines. And don't overlook the humble tomato. Its red pigment, lycopene, has also been studied for its role in supporting healthy blood vessel regulation, especially in prostate health research. The bigger takeaway here isn't eat these four foods and you're immune to cancer. It's that your everyday plate is loaded with natural compounds actively working with your biology, not against it. But blood vessels are just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. Here, quote S, where this gets really interesting. Blood vessel regulation is just one of five built in defense systems your body relies on every single day. System one, your circulatory network, which we just covered. It decides what gets fed and what gets starved. System two, your stem cells. Most people don't realize this, but you have roughly 75 million stem cells circulating through your body right now. These are the same cells that shaped you into a human being while you were still in the womb, and your body kept a reserve of them stored in your bone marrow and skin. They're the reason your liver can regrow after losing two-thirds of its mass, the reason the lining of your mouth heals a day after you burn it on hot food, and the reason a damaged lung can partially regenerate. We used to believe only creatures like starfish and salamanders could regenerate. Turns out, humans regenerate too, just more quietly. System 3, your microbiome. You're carrying somewhere around 39 trillion bacteria, mostly in your gut, and they influence your hormones, your cholesterol, and how your body processes sugar. This system is also surprisingly fragile. Some research suggests artificial sweeteners can begin shifting the balance of gut bacteria in as little as a day, which can ripple out and affect metabolism and mood. System 4, your DNA repair system. Your cells make thousands of small copying errors every single day. Left unchecked, those errors could snowball into cancer. But your body has built in repair machinery constantly scanning and fixing that damage before it becomes dangerous. System 5, your immune system, your full time security force, defending you from outside invaders like viruses and from internal threats like abnormal cells trying to turn into tumors. Every one of these five systems can be strengthened or weakened by what you eat. And that brings us to two of the most well studied immune boosting foods on the planet. Let quote S talk about blueberries. Their deep blue color comes from a pigment called anthocyanin, and researchers have found that this pigment can meaningfully activate the immune system, specifically boosting T cells and natural killer cells, which act like your body's most highly trained soldiers. Some studies looking at roughly a cup and a half of blueberries a day have observed noticeably higher T cell activity in participants. Here's what makes this especially interesting. Anthocyanins also appear to help calm inflammation at the same time they're boosting immune activity. That sounds contradictory, but it isn't. Inflammation is really just one small piece of your broader immune response. Getting stronger immunity while lowering unnecessary inflammation is exactly the balance your body is trying to strike. And blueberries seem to help with both sides of that equation at once. If you've ever wondered why athletes and high performers so often mention berries as a staple, this is a big part of the reason. Not as some magic performance enhancer, but as a way of simply keeping the immune system running the way it's supposed to. Now let's talk about broccoli, and specifically a compound called sulforaphane, which is also found in kale and other cruciferous vegetables. Research has linked sulforaphane to increased T cell activity, giving your immune system a meaningful boost. Here's a detail almost nobody knows. The stems of broccoli actually contain roughly twice the sulforaphane of the florets. Most people throw the stems away. Don't. Chop them into a soup or blend them with a little vegetable stock. You'll barely notice the taste difference and you'll get more of the good stuff. But if you really want to maximize this, look for broccoli sprouts, the tiny 3 to 4 day old version of the plant. Studies suggest these baby sprouts can contain dramatically more sulforaphane than mature broccoli. In fact, some research involving young, healthy adults getting a flu vaccine found that those who also consumed a broccoli sprout preparation showed a substantially stronger immune response to the vaccine compared to those who didn't. That's a small habit, a handful of sprouts, a smoothie, a garnish on a salad, with an outsized effect on one of your five core defense systems. So let's bring this back to where we started. Your body isn't just avoiding sickness by luck, it's running five defense systems around the clock, regulating your blood supply, regenerating tissue with stem cells, balancing trillions of bacteria in your gut, repairing thousands of DNA errors a day, and deploying an immune army against threats inside and out. And the wild part is, you're feeding these systems instructions every time you eat. Green tea, soy, tomatoes, blueberries, broccoli, none of them are magic cures, but together they're quietly training your body to defend itself better. That's the real question worth asking, not why did I get sick, but what is my body already doing to keep me well, and how do I help it do that job even better? If this changed the way you think about your next meal, that's exactly what Wellness Insight is here for. Subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive, because the next video breaks down the one everyday habit that's silently damaging your gut microbiome without you realizing it. And trust me, you'll want to know before your next grocery run.